Alright everyone, we are in game 1 of Kfluffy versus NightDarkWolf. And NightDarkWolf is opening up with his Sorcerer, Kfluffy is opening up with his Halalu. Now, I did look at these, I looked at everyone's decks before we started just to make sure none of the ban cards were in. Been kicked from spectator mode. Huh? What just happened? Well, now I won't be seeing NightDarkWolf's hand at all. So that was a little weird. Not sure what that was all about. But anyway, as I was saying, I did look at everyone's list before we started, and a lot of Kfluffies I think were pretty aggro oriented. I definitely remember the Halalu list being like that. Alright, something weird's going on here. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's looking like it's also kind of a move, Halalu. Same bug. Let me, oh well. Okay, a little bit of an awkward start there for this match, but anyway, as I was working towards saying, I am actually very excited for this matchup. I've never seen NightDarkWolf play. I literally just now added him as a friend, so I have heard of them before. So I'm pretty sure they are a good player, and of course, Kfluffy, very strong player.
I'll get this yet.
Board states are like almost neck and neck. At least they were. Very good ring out with the Dune Ripper. And we'll probably... I wonder if we will see Monk Strike come out. Also, I love the premium art on this. I never use this card, but I crafted the premium just because it just looks nice. Now, because for some reason the game is bugging out a little bit. Can't see what's in NightDarkWolf's hand. We can only guess. Ooh, that Green Pack Damager came down at a very opportune time. Okay. Gets the Slay ability to proc. The move shenanigans are really coming in. Okay, and NightDarkWolf finally gets, I wouldn't say finally, but a prophecy like this, especially a Lightning Bolt, very, very handy. Okay, yep, clears the board.
I'll get this yet.
Now, what would you play here? I think Withered Hand Cultist, yep, is That is definitely a very safe card to play. But maybe you want something with a little bit more oomph to it. Another prophecy for Kfluffy. And okay, so what could NightDarkWolf have? Maybe another negation. Like a firebolt would help. He has already gone through 2 negations though, so maybe it's not super likely that they have it.
My magnificent monster.
And Kfluffy can win with a Monk Strike. Very good start to the first game. Kfluffy is now up. NightDarkWolf will have to put away the Sorcerer. Alright. Game 2. NightDarkWolf has transitioned over to his Warrior deck list here. And jeez, come on. Here we go. Try it. Okay. Yeah, anyway. So I believe this Warrior list was possibly a Doomcrag. I think that's what it was. And of course, since Kfluffy won with his Halalu list, he's bringing that back. And this is kind of not as nice of a hand as his last one. His last hand was very favorable towards aggro.
Let's do this.
This one's, definitely a lot slower. But you do have to do the Dushnik. It's pretty fortunate timing there. Probably see Kfluffy drop the douche just to stop that health gain from slowing him down too much. Because if this is a Doomcrag deck, then once you get to a certain point and they get their engine going, like, you really can't do too much. Probably just gonna deal the damage, I would imagine. He does identify that that's an important card to not have Procket's ability. Okay. Okay, one of these was, yeah, just in the deck. And this might be where Kfluffy's starting hand might kind of screw him over a little bit. He can only like really play one thing at a time. Okay. I like it. Stopping the lethal shenanigans that the Doomcrag Vampire is very, very well known for. And also preserving the Earthbone Spinner by giving it cover again. Very good play there. Ooh. Okay, now I have to actually read this. Alright. NightDarkWolf now has, the engine kind of almost going. He only needs, like, a few of these cards to be, like, low cost to get good value. And yeah, there it is. Gets the value off of it for another turn. Okay. Ooh, the good old belligerent giant comes down at just the right time. Now we could see like something with lethal to ping his health one time, or that. Yeah, that's actually another solid way to, you know, keep control over the board, which is really what NightDarkWolf like has to do until he gets his engine. The issue is that Kfluffy is now kind of getting to the point where he can play a couple of like big cards. We're probably going to see him hold on to the belligerent giant for quite a while. And good thing you do have another Earthbone spinner. You can shut down the Doom Crag again. Maybe we'll see a rapid shot somewhere. Nothing else is really, you know, worth moving. That's the third one, right? Yeah, all three of them are actually on the field right now. Okay. Kind of surprised he didn't just go for the card drop, but I guess he really wants to make sure Kfluffy can't do anything, which, and I can agree with the strategy to a point. Maybe, okay, so the first time you play a card, draw a card from the deck. Maybe he's gonna try to go for some crazy 11 cost card. It's looking a little scary though. Now is there a way for Kfluffy to just like snipe this? There might be. Kfluffy is very good at doing that. Keeps gaining health. Definitely do need to do that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. And Kfluffy takes it. Game 2. That was very close. Very good game there. Okay, we're on game 3. NightDarkWolf is now down to his last deck, which is his Crusader list. And, you know, Kfluffy is one game away from 3-0ing NightDarkWolf. And this is a pretty good opening hand for Kfluffy. And I believe this is a token Crusader list. So, from what we've seen from Kfluffy's deck, it doesn't seem like he has too many options to get rid of a lot of guys. Especially when they have more health, like the Wily Kiva. That's how you pronounce that. You know, if they have like a lot of health like that, Cradle Crush Giant really isn't going to help out like all that much. Okay, NightDarkWolf is thinking. I just opted to go right into spectating from Kfluffy's side because every time I've tried dual spectating, it doesn't work out. Okay. Now, Kfluffy might, you know, realize he's in that awkward position where he realizes like he does need to kill stuff to kind of avoid having a lot of damage come in. Really gonna need it. Really gonna need some health gain somehow. but I am not very sure if there's any other way. Ooh, he's gonna... NightDarkWolf gets to draw 2 cards now, which is very good. Now I think we'll definitely see Kfluffy. Okay, I was gonna say just kill the Imperial Grunt, but yeah, he's gonna shuffle the kitty cat back and forth, get some health back, and Withered Hat and Cultist, kind of important, because now, you know, Piercing Javelin, that costs 7 now, so Kfluffy's health gain, you know, is safe for at least like another turn. And NightDarkWolf just has like every other way to just, you know, buff up his cards. I think we'll see. Very good. I mean, they're neck and neck, and they both have... I mean, I can only imagine NightDarkWolf has a lot more, like, card draw. Probably gonna see, like, a Crusader's Assault or something. Yep. Called it. And... putting Kfluffy really far into the back foot now. Nadishnik is not the most helpful thing here. Now Darkmane, when Darkmane moves, then it gets +2 in Drain, which is not really helpful. You're kind of on that turn where you need to try to come up with some kind of plan.
We must protect this drop.
Okay, so he's gonna try to block off some of the damage, but if, you know, if there's another assault in there, if there's like even just a javelin or something, a crushing blow, Kfluffy will lose his perfect streak right now.
Wait, did you hear that?
Okay, so NightDarkWolf is taking advantage of the health gain. Oh man, that's spooky. Unfortunately, all the big cards that you could rage with, you know, well, he's like right outside that range where you can even get a good rage off. Not that it would really help, because you have to find a way to clear off 10 damage on one side and block like another 8 damage. Yeah, that's probably the best thing that he could do there, but yeah. And NightDarkWolf skips the Rune Break. So NightDarkWolf, on his last deck, finally gets a win in. Now Kfluffy will have to choose one of his other deck lists. Okay, and Kfluffy has switched over to his Aldmeri Dominion. I don't really remember what this list comprised of. Of course, we got kicked out of spectator mode again. Here we go. Okay. And, well, he does have a decent amount of health gain in this deck, so it probably will do pretty well against tokens. Hopefully Kfluffy has like an Ice Storm or something, and that's probably why you picked this. Vigilant Ancestor's pretty good here, I would say. Okay, so we'll probably see the curse hit this, just so he can keep his drain alive, because he knows Kfluffy definitely knows that if he can keep gaining health, then he's going to be in a good spot.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
And it would seem NightDarkWolf also recognizes that, so he gains health and draws a card at the same time.
I have no patience for fools.
Okay, another Dominion Battle Reeve is actually pretty huge here. And we will likely see the curse hit the Priest of the Eight. Always good to see a card like Vigilant Ancestor, which, you know, does not get played very often. And it's in premium. And the premium looks pretty cool. Alright, and NightDarkWolf. You know, we're just gonna call him Darkwolf. That's too many syllables. But Darkwolf, keeping the train going, drawing more cards. Okay, and Black Dragon, pretty good card. It's gonna be very helpful. Like, he might even use it to kill the Smart Crusader, just to, you know, stop any potential future card draw. Dominion Oathman, pretty nice. Especially when you have just, you know, one card filling all the requirements for the summon ability. I'm trying to think what I would do in this situation.
My power is not to be underestimated.
Our foes have nightmares about me.
That seems like a safe play. Might even throw down the Dark Mane. Okay, so he doesn't get the breakthrough damage, but he does get the slay part to go off.
I hear and obey.
It's a little unfortunate when those like ping effects that go to your opponent's face happen on their turn, because then you can't even like really choose if, you know, they draw a card. And if it's a prophecy, that's even worse, because they just get to play a card for free on their own turn. And it was that's a huge card right there. It's really going to keep Darkwolf's train going. He's going to be able to continue to, you know, put pressure down. Although Kfluffy is gaining like so much health. It's actually, yeah, it's kind of starting getting to a point where Darkwolf is kind of getting pushed out of the game a little bit. But he does have a lot of cards. I'm sure there's some way for him to just be able to do like a ton of damage. I would say if you have like a Crusader's Assault, it's probably when you want to get rid of the Battle Reeve, so he's not gaining quite as much health. Or you say screw it and you just like buff all your cards like big time, just to outdo whatever he's draining for. Okay, double House Carl.
Wait, did you hear that?
That's definitely an interesting choice there.
Steadfast, brothers.
Actually, really smart play there. Ooh. You know, I want this card art. I want this alt so bad. But yeah, double Golden Saints just, you know, really slowing down Darkwolf here. He definitely wanted to get like all the damage through. trying to think what way could he get this damage in. It's coming down to it. This is gonna be a very important turn.
Nothing like a good battle.
Okay, I like it. And he's gonna get... Okay. Decides to clear, decides to clear the board, which is very smart. And NightDarkWolf is going to pretty much refill his hand and deal just an absurd amount of damage. I mean, it's 12 plus 9. So that's like already 20 damage.
You will not
The guards are huge. Yeah, and he's just buffing them up. Kfluffy's probably sweating a little bit here. I would be. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Kfluffy, I mean, he gets a little bit of reach. Actually, no, that's just a drain. See, this is why I was excited for this match, because both Kfluffy and I'm assuming Darkwolf are very capable of having games like this that are just neck and neck, and it comes down to like one very important turn. Like, if Kfluffy gets the right prophecy here, like, he can still win. Although when you have your opponent with like 6 cards and just a full board, and you have one little one-cost guy, that's not really looking like they're gonna do too much. It can look pretty bad. Okay, and Darkwolf takes it. They are now 2-2, so we will be getting to the final game here in just a moment. Alright guys, final game. We will see if Darkwolf's Token Crusader has what it takes to beat out Kfluffy's Veteran. Because this will be hopefully a nail biter. I'm sure Kfluffy is not really enjoying his hand too much at the moment. And also important to note that Darkwolf has the ring. This matchup could very well be defined by who got the ring. Ooh, a Crusader's Assault. That's rough. Definitely believe that Kfluffy wanted that down so that we could play Blood Crazed Daedroth and draw a card. And Darkwolf is just not letting him have it. And at this point, well, you could Rapid Shot and then do Daedroth. Hopefully you can search for something a little better. Okay, so he opts for no card draw at all, which is fair enough. Probably just trying to at least prevent some damage. Starting to look a little scary for Kfluffy here. What would I do here? If this was a regular game, I'd probably just concede. Because this is it's a very unfortunate hand. Like, you really need creatures to, you know, keep up with what Darkwolf is doing.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Oh man, he's piling on the bodies. Now, Kfluffy may be realizing, okay, as long as he doesn't draw, like, a lot of cards, he can be relatively safe. That defensive Bruma, huge. That is a great card that I don't use nearly as much as I should. And especially in situations like this, it's just really where it shines.
Soldiers, report.
Okay, he puts down more bodies. Now I would think probably go with Champion of the Arena, because then you can follow it up with an Unstoppable Rage. Excuse me. Bam. Big damage. And yeah, it looks like he's gonna try and save up for a Rage on that lane.
Wait. Did you hear that?
That's a delicious Rage right there. That comes out to about 3, 7. It comes out to 10 damage right there. And he has 9 in hand. Or, 9 on the field already. He may be weighing the risk. Like, okay, I'm going to do this, and they're going to get a ton of cards. Or he may play it at a much slower, I guess, playstyle. Maybe drop like Garneg and the Flayer if you want to like at least have some board presence. But guys, I love Unstoppable Rage, so I probably would I probably would have done it.
Distraction might prove useful.
And he may have been actually saving it for something along those lines. And actually, okay. Maybe he's gonna try to get DarkWolf here
Nobody
to
breaks the law in my
play into this lane so he can get a nice Rage.
Behold, I hear and obey.
It's kind of getting to that point where oh yeah, it's gonna be, oh,
Can I serve?
it's probably gonna be really delicious here. Oh man. I mean, this is like a really exciting set of games. I was really excited for these, and he gets just enough. Well, good games, fellas. Absolute treat to watch that one.